David, thank you. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Milwaukee. On Monday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. Now here is Holiday. Knocks it loose. Ball, the pass to Williamson. Good D by Matthews. Well, if there was ever a no-doubt #1 pick, it is Zion Williamson. Brent New Orleans jumped at the chance to draft him.
Yeah, hard to think of a transition where you have a transcendental star in Anthony Davis in the 7 seasons he gave to the Pelicans, that Zion Williamson would come in and almost make you, and I don't mean this in a bad way, Kevin, but forget about AD. There's that much excitement and enthusiasm around what the talent set is and the skill set of this young star player could be.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. 5 to shoot. Bledsoe for 3. He can't get that one. Williamson with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. And that one's good. Williamson.
All that muscle helping Williamson on these takes. He is just so difficult to stop.
Giannis kicks to Matthews. Passes it to Middleton. This one for 3. Milwaukee the rebound. Ball dishes to Holiday. To the paint. Here's Williamson. And he banks in the layup. Williamson's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, this is a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
Tight D.
Inside. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
What's up?
That free throw good from Williamson. And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it cleanly.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Bledsoe against Ball, looking to end the run.
Yeah, a little bit surprising he hasn't connected on at least one of his 3 shots yet, but he's going to keep shooting.
Favors passes to Holiday. Pass the ball. Here's the 3. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Bledsoe against Ball. Giannis right side. Shot clock at 6. Matthews no good.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down. and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
Great positioning on the putback.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Opening night, Brent, always exciting. Technically, every team is undefeated with a lot of hope.
You're just fired up. I mean,
I am fired
the
up.
NBA never stops, Kevin. We
I
know this, right?
Isn't it great, though? I'm so glad it doesn't stop.
The offseason is just absolutely ridiculously
so fun.
exciting.
So fun.
So much movement and hope for franchises that, have struggled for a long time. And here we go. Hope springs eternal. It's opening night.
Here is Bledsoe. Zion Williamson making his last shot. Middleton looking it over. Feeds to Lopez. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
And when Zion blocks it, you feel it. He's got this kind of power behind these swats.
Ball kicks to Williamson. A three-pointer, no good. Bucks trail by 11. Here's Middleton, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Chris Middleton's an interesting story. I remember when he signed his first extension and talking to, at that time, his head coach, Jason Kidd, that Chris was dealing with living up to the contract. I think after that first season went by, he settled back down. It got him into a position to earn this second contract. And now he knows where he belongs. He knows how important he is to the Milwaukee Bucks and their continued success and striving towards a championship for the city.
First free throw is good. And for Middleton, he was drafted in the second round by Detroit. Brent, they sent him to the G League, which he says was the turning point for him.
Well, I think he just got hungrier and realized there was a self-awareness part of this, that he needed to grow and he needed to maybe adjust some of his work habits. Went from an overlooked second-round pick to an NBA All-Star, Kevin. I would call that great focus. And now he wants to be a consistent performer on a nightly basis to lead this team to championship level.
Now here's Ingram. No points in the game yet for him. And the rejection by Giannis. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 9-point game. The Bucks working the ball around. And the pass to Middleton. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Middleton's got 5.
Well, Middleton hovers around that 40% mark from downtown in his career. It's a good-looking shot there.
And Matthews gets it to go. Pelicans leading by 4. Ingram outside. Ball's knocked loose. Again, New Orleans turns it over.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats here for Antetokounmpo. Last season, he played outstanding, putting in about 27 points a game, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists.
And guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
Well, he looks to score, and he looks to score often.
Sinks the three-pointer.
That is smooth, quick stuff from Giannis. Excellent job pulling up that time.
Holiday against Antetokounmpo. It's Ingram on the wing. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And that one's good. Williamson.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Pass to Lopez. Back to Bledsoe. Kicks it down to Middleton. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Williamson. That shot off. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Back to Bledsoe. Ball with the rebound.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Poke loose. Ingram outside. Shot clock at 5. The turnaround Jay. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
And he's far from just a dunker. Zion is also capable of hurting you from outside.
Bledsoe looking it over. There's the feed to Middleton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And last year, Chris Middleton not quite as dead-eye as he has been in the past. Still a solid shooter from all ranges.
And the first one drops. And for Middleton, Greg, you don't need all the volume out there from him. You just need the efficiency.
And Middleton has always been an efficient player. Great to have on a team as a second or third option.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Wesley Matthews. And George Hill's subbed in for Eric Bledsoe.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's Williams. Outside, Redick. The three ball drills the three-pointer. And the Pelicans lead by 6.
You can't let J.J. Redick get hot from there, and he usually starts the game that way, so this could be a long night.
Pass to Middleton, takes a three, kept alive, Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Now here's Middleton. It's good. Middleton's got 9.
Keep your eyes on the prize. Middleton did just that and sunk the shot despite getting roughed up a bit.
Alexander Walker passes to Hayes. No good on the three. And it's the Bucks ball. They're on a 16-7 run. And it's Middleton penetrating.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Alexander Walker passes to Redick. Here's Hayes. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And there it is for him. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. Trailing by 2. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
How about Antetokounmpo rising up, shooting with great confidence and drilling a three?
Alexander Walker passes to Hayes. To the middle. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Hayes has got his second basket of the night. Right side Hill. The shot, no good. And New Orleans will come the other way. Here's Alexander Walker. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Timeout called, the Bucks. Brandon, this next question culture we're in, what comments do you want to hear from players who have just lost a game and facing disappointment?
I like the humility aspect of this question, Kevin, and the thing that I listen to most from players who get it, they'll compliment their opponent first. Something had to happen where the opponent did something enough to beat you on that night. So you don't say that we did all these things. Give the opponent credit first. Secondly, players who shoulder a massive amount of responsibility, they'll say that they could have played better first. And that takes and deflects everything away from their teammates. And then they'll talk about what they're looking forward to most, and their challenge is we'll get better tomorrow. We'll get better next game. And that they know there's room to grow. Those three things are pretty impactful.
Well said. Here's Hayes following the basket by George Hill. Here's Redick. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And perimeter shooting never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's MO all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And in today's game, if you don't have floor spacing, your offense is going to struggle.
They call it gravity, the ability of outside shooters to attract defensive attention. Redick, one of those you don't leave for a moment.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
It feels like J.J. Redick has every part of this game buttoned up, especially when it comes to getting high percentage and quality shots.
Now here is Hill. Korver gets a wide open look, and another 3 for Milwaukee. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Hart the pass to Hayes. Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Ilyasova. And there's a minute 45 left here in the first quarter. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Here's Giannis, and Giannis throws it down.
Outstanding job by Korver in how he swings the pass over to the most open man on the court.
Here's Hart. Rebounded by the Bucks. Here's Connaughton. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
And when Ilyasova gets in at the rim, the only thing that's on his mind is how he can finish on a play like that.
.105 left to play here in the first. Here's Hart, defended by Ilyasova. Hart kicks to Hayes. Will it go? Bucks leading by 6. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control.
And the dunk by Giannis.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, Kevin, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And the Pelicans miss again.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Hart. That's tipped. Giannis against Williams. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Hart, no good. He got it up. And no good that time. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. The Bucks on top, up by 8. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. Already a superstar, Antetokounmpo talked about how much more he can improve.
I'm just trying to focus on the court. What's my next step as a basketball player? Because I know this is just the beginning. I haven't even reached my potential yet. I think I have a long way to go, and maybe one day I can be top 10 in all those things. I feel like I can do that.
I think he's already a top 5 player. With his skill set and physical tools, he can be an all-time great.
He's shown the dedication. I think he's only going to get better.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to try to feed that, get out quick.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. We've got Williamson. J.J. Redick is out there with Hart. And it's Hayes in at the center, locking down the middle. Ball's checked in for New Orleans. Lopez. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. Fifth on the list, the Pelicans.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Well, this season, the Pelicans finally getting themselves their own G League affiliate, the Erie Bayhawks in Pennsylvania. And in 2022, they'll move closer with renovations to the Legacy Arena in Birmingham, Alabama. And when that's completed, it's really going to help out the young core and the draft picks that have been collected by David Griffin to do some player development that's going to keep this team competitive for a very long time.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo is the reigning MVP. He's the second Bucks player to win it since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and he's the third youngest MVP in league history. Kevin, he's just scratching the surface of what he'll do in this league.
You said it, DA, and some good facts in your report, too. Thank you. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for the Bucks. New Orleans also making some changes. Derek Favors checked in for Hayes. Brandon Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Drew Holiday in for J.J. Redick.
Find the lane. One shot.
On the free throw, no good. And Brent, kind of a musical chairs situation for the Bayhawks, the original franchise. This season, moving to College Park, Georgia, to become the Skyhawks.
That's right. That team was affiliated with the Atlanta Hawks, and now the Pelicans take over for the next 3 years in Erie with the new Bayhawks franchise before that move to Alabama in 2022.
And the Bucks with possession here, following the score by New Orleans. No good from Bledsoe. Pelicans trail by 4. Williamson dishes to Favors. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Favors has got his second bucket of the night.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Lopez passes to Corver. Bledsoe with it. Lets it go with a 3. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And he has not made one shot in this one. Has to be on his mind every time he's pulling up.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Each year, so many coaching changes. Brent, do you feel they generally get too much blame when things go wrong?
I don't know if blame is the word, Kevin. That's just the easy out for a lot of organizations that want to make some changes. The main thing that's frustrating, I think, for the coaching fraternity is patience. You have to be realistic about the potential of your team and how much time it takes to grow what it is that coach's culture is all about. That's where teams sometimes lose out and give up on somebody a little bit early.
But these guys go into it eyes wide open.
Oh, there's no question about it. And really good coaches in the NBA know that it might not last all that long. So they're going to be who they are. That's who you want to hire. Hire a coach who knows exactly who he is, both coming in the door and walking away.
And the Bucks making a change here. Matthews is checked in. And it's tied up with that one.
And Williamson, a kid that's likely to reach his full potential, very coachable, absorbs instruction well, and really implements it quickly.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Now here's Bledsoe. Zion Williamson unable to get his last shot to go. Bledsoe passes to Lopez. They can't stop the run with that one. The Pelicans have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Holiday. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Great decision by Holiday to sprint towards the hoop for the high percentage shot inside.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And the more you hear about Drew Holiday, a magnetic personality. He really connects with his teammates.
It'll be very interesting to watch the growth of Drew Holiday in that aspect this year, Kevin, with all of the additions of young, unrealized talent. Zion Williamson, Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram. Drew Holiday has got to be much more of a conductor this year, along with keeping his levels of performance elite.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul. The Bucks making a switch here. Middleton's checked in. Ingram against Lopez, and stolen by Favors. Holiday attacking, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now a 4-point Pelican lead.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Lopez outside. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Lopez has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now here is Holiday. Second chance shot. No good that time. Great D that time from Middleton. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Giannis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Here is Bledsoe. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Tipped away. Lopez kicks to Bledsoe. Pass to Giannis. Just 5 to shoot. Fade away, and it's good for 2. Giannis has got 16 points.
It just keeps coming at you. Giannis has so much energy, and when he's this aggressive, he is just a dynamite offensive player.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And since coming to the Bucks, Eric Bledsoe hasn't been asked to do nearly as much as he has in the past.
And for Bledsoe, that is a good thing, as he is best as a complementary player. Not scoring as much, but his decision-making and shot selection have vastly improved.
Here's Williamson, and finished off by Williamson.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special. Well, the Milwaukee Bucks are just so strong in and around the paint.
Well, so good last year. The team was third in points in the paint themselves and first in points in the paint allowed last year. That means they got in there and then they defended it well. Tough as nails defensively, causes a lot of problem for teams who rely on chippies around the basket to get themselves on the offensive flow.
And that one misses.
And offensively, how do the Pelicans go from good to elite?
Well, raise your hand if you want more shooting. And I can see David Griffin raising his hand. That's what it's about for these guys. Tough to win in this league if you don't have the floor spacing. They're going to play at a great pace, but man, could they use a few shooters.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Down low, and it's Lopez. That time on the assist from Eric Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got his third assist on the night. And so Holiday will bring it up for New Orleans. After this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta, where they'll take on the Hawks. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Here's Williamson. Rebound, Milwaukee. Middleton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Antetokounmpo. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Ball, the pass to Favors. And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Holiday against against Matthews. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, that's a tough pass to make there. He had a very narrow gap to squeeze it through and just couldn't get it done.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pelicans trail by 5. Holiday with it. Ball finds Holiday. New Orleans moving it around. Shoots over Matthews. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And what a year last season for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He was terrific across, Greg, all stat categories.
And he was rightfully in the MVP conversation very early on. He's still very young, and I see multiple MVP seasons in his future.
That one is off.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the last few seasons with Giannis is incredible. I mean, he just keeps adding to an already superstar level game.
And the second free throw, good. And you know, Greg, this last season, Giannis improving on his rebounding and his passing.
Career highs for him in both of those areas. If he ever adds a deep shot, I'm not sure how you guard him at that point.
Bucks leading by 6. Here's Matthews. Here's Antetokounmpo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
More and more, it's about the maturation process of Giannis and his game, learning now how to sell defenders with pump fakes.
He misses the free throw.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And then for New Orleans, Josh Hart comes in for Williamson. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Drew Holiday. And he's good on the second.
We talk a lot about Russell Westbrook and the way that he attacks every game. I think in the Eastern Conference, Giannis Antetokounmpo might be the same way, just tenacious and full of energy, and he fills up the stats.
Bledsoe against Redick. Trying to get open is Lopez. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
Tough to match up with Eric Bledsoe. He's incredible at slicing up the D, especially using the bounce.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And Brent, when you watch Eric Bledsoe go to the rim, you just have to admire what an incredible finisher he is.
Well, Bledsoe, I think, has always relied on the fact that his physical stature, not in terms of his height at 6'1", but his width and strength allows him to go in there and be a bit of a bulldog, to get contact and to make things happen. So never has shied away from that.
Hayes, he's checked in for Derek Favors. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Bucks leading by 9. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Unselfish play there by Bledsoe. Does a great job scanning, noticing somebody's open, get them the ball.
The pass to Hayes. He kicks to Redick. Pass to Hart. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. Bledsoe outside. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. The wide open look here for Lopez. Goes back up. And Antetokounmpo lays it in. Giannis has got the lead up to 11 now for Milwaukee.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Passes it to Hayes.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Well, the Bucks are in a good spot with a young superstar entering his prime.
And they like the fact that this core has more potential in it. It wasn't just a one-hit wonder as they committed to Lopez. They committed to Chris Middleton. And now they think that they can take the next step with Giannis's growth.
George Hill's checked in for Milwaukee. Now here's Antetokounmpo. 24 points for him. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
You know how you want to tell people don't let Giannis get too close? Well, one step past half court, he's too close.
Pelicans trail by 11. Alexander Walker passes to Hayes. Fires from deep. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And last season, the shadow of Anthony Davis's trade request hanging over this Pelicans franchise. A lot to wrestle with.
Yeah, it was an interesting year for the organization with all the news on AD wanting that trade and then nothing happening and then resting him. But I'll tell you what, this wasn't just something where that problem was swept under the rug. The Pelicans decided to just blow that all away. New leadership in the front office, ownership, a revamped roster, the first overall pick in Zion Williamson. The excitement in New Orleans after that trade is on an all-time high.
And both free throws good for Giannis.
Well, a fantastic year for the Bucks, and the future looks bright for this franchise.
A new arena in Milwaukee, a new practice site. First-year coach Mike Budenholzer changing the entire philosophy of what they did offensively and ending up in an MVP award for one Giannis Antetokounmpo. The fans showed up. A lot of excitement for the Milwaukee Bucks in the years to come.
Here's Hill following the score by New Orleans. Lopez up top. From the top of the key, he buries it. Lopez has got 7 points in the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Hayes. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Bucks leading by 13. Here's Connaughton. It's rebounded by Hayes.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Hart, that's good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Hill looking it over. 1:33 left in the second quarter. Pass to Lopez. 6 to shoot. It's back to Hill. Pulls it from 20. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
That release looked to be a little bit higher, and Hill is used to shooting over the defense at his size.
Hart the pass to Hayes. Here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Hill. Hayes, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Hill. And that's now 30 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Hart. Hayes dishes to Williams. That shot misses. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Bucks leading by 15. The pass to Connaughton. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
A well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Bounce pass from Williams. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Alongside Coach Alvin Gentry. Alvin, what sorts of adjustments are you going to make in the second half?
Well, we just got to get ourselves organized. We got to get back. We got to take better shots. You know, the problem that we have is we're taking bad shots and they're running out on them. We just got to take good shots and we got to get back and get our defense set.
Best defense is offensive efficiency. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Boy, a lot of energy in this arena tonight. The hometown fans getting after it. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaquille O'Neal's here. So is Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 30 points, 8 rebounds, and 1 block. He's clearly shaken off his mediocre performance from their last game as he has been dominant in the first half tonight. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
You have to marvel at the uniqueness of the Greek freak. From half court, he needs only 2 dribbles. That's right, 2 dribbles to get to the rim. He can pass like a point guard at almost 7 feet. The list goes on and on.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
Well, they gave up too many good looks. You look at the field goal percentage against them, this tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
Well, showing a willingness there to work it around to his guys. Eric Bledsoe wants to improve in this new offense as a passer. Well, here's the problem. He's shooting the lights out, but they're still behind. They need another guy to step up.
Giannis passes to Matthews. Now Bledsoe. Left side, Antetokounmpo. And it's denied. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. And that will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
And he was 73% from the line a season ago, an average number in that regard.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
Well, Mike Budenholzer winning the Coach of the Year for the second time, just has such a great mind offensively and came in with a new system for this entire roster, one that they embraced very early on. I think it was really important last year, training camp, establishing that type of confidence. It carried them through for the entire year.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. And for the Milwaukee Bucks, Budenholzer, a big reason they were a top offense last season.
Well, we talk a lot about Bud ball. You add Giannis Antetokounmpo in there, and Bud's ability to pair Giannis's unique skill set to the way that he wanted to play. It really changed a lot of what they did offensively, and it felt very, very seamless. Well, Drew Holiday and his brother Justin had some hard-fought games in the driveway. I know a little bit about that. We never ever finished those games, Kevin. Too much fighting going on. And by the end of it, both Drew and Justin Holiday find themselves in the NBA.
Free throw, good, Holiday. And Brent, that fierce, competitive nature for Drew Holiday, still there to this day.
There's so much talk from his coach, Alvin Gentry, about Drew working himself constantly to exhaustion, just continuing to push the limits. And he'll sit at his locker, he'll take a long shower. He doesn't want to move till his body recovers. He knows how important this game is to him and how important now he is to the Pelican franchise moving forward.
Bucket is good. And that's now 25 points for Zion Williamson.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Middleton. 13 points in the game. Ingram with the steal.
Awesome defense, just outstanding effort to reach his big hands in there and just rip the ball away.
And too long on the shot.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
And the shooting guard, Wesley Matthews, a terrific defender who has no hesitation, Greg, in taking that long three.
A pretty good combination. Weathered an Achilles tear back in 2015, but has remained a steady rotation player.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Korver comes in for Chris Middleton. Free throw, good. Matthews. And Greg, after this season, Antetokounmpo will be eligible to sign a Supermax extension. The Bucks want him to stay happy.
The loss of Malcolm Brogdon last summer definitely stung. Trying to control costs, but you don't want to take a step back with Giannis's decision looming.
Here's Bledsoe. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. Korver bounce pass. Giannis kicks to Matthews. Three-pointer. Korver, no luck.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And the rejection by Giannis. To the inside. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Well, the new front office in New Orleans, led by David Griffin, opting to keep Alvin Gentry as a head coach. A great decision, because the players that they brought in the trade for Anthony Davis are going to love to play at that fast pace. You add Zion Williamson to that mix, this team immediately becomes one of the more interesting and exciting young teams in the NBA.
Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. Third is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And Brent, a lot of times when a new head of basketball operations is hired, a new coach is coming up next.
Well, the continuity there is interesting because of the time that Alvin Gentry spent in Phoenix, and David Griffin was there with the Suns as well. And so that's going to help out this young core, that they know that there's a collective consciousness coming from both the coach and the front office for them to lay the foundation of what this new Pelican team is going to be all about.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw drops for Bledsoe.
Just Eric Bledsoe, when he's in these games and you can see he's got hyper focus, he can become a big problem. Athletic, plays both ends of the floor, and that power from him at the guard position is very unique.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. That's tipped. Giannis is double. Matthews, no one around him, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo outside Matthews. Six on the shot clock. Shot from 12. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Favors got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Holiday. Yep, that one goes in there. Holiday's got 9 points.
Well, you're kind of asking for it. Drew Holiday gets in that close. He's probably scoring.
Pass to Ilyasova. Back to Bledsoe. From 6 away. Got a piece of it. And he gets it back. Outside Holiday. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Matthews scanning the floor. Feeds to Antetokounmpo. And here's Korver. Kicks it to Matthews. From deep. But they get it back. Tries again. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Bucks. They'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls. Then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Utah Jazz. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, a new start for Lonzo Ball, part of that massive Anthony Davis trade over the summer. And for Lonzo, things not working out in L.A. I wonder if being away from everything that L.A. offers up is going to allow Lonzo to focus back in both on playing and on making sure his body is ready for the rigors of an 82-game season.
No good on that one. And with the Pelicans, Ball can be quite dangerous in an Alvin Gentry offense.
Yeah, this up-tempo style that Alvin likes to play, a lot of it borrowed from the 7 seconds or less offense of Mike D'Antoni, is going to be very exciting. They could be a league pass team as Lonzo Ball loves to advance it with the pass, finding players like Ingram, Holiday, and of course Zion Williamson on the break could lead to some exciting basketball in the Bayou.
Now here is Hill. Passes it to Court. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 4 assists now tonight.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Hill against Ball. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And Ball being aggressive there with his penetration, seizing on any open space to get to the basket.
Ball against Hill. On the wing, Giannis. And no good. Pelicans trail by 19. Now Ball. Pass to Williamson. Over Hill. And it's Williamson missing. For Milwaukee, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. And stolen by Williamson. Hill against Ball. Lets a floater go, and the layup is up and in. Ball's got 5 points so far.
I just love watching how he handles the rock. I mean, an ability to get to wherever he wants on the floor.
Outside Korver. There's the triple. Hits it from three-point range. Korver's got his third basket of the night.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Hill. To the middle, and stolen by Favors. Now here's Ball. He dishes it to Williamson. Over Hill. And it's Williamson missing. Bucks leading by 18. Korver finds Antetokounmpo. And they double up Giannis. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so it's New Orleans with it. Pelicans trail by 18. Ball with it. He has 7. And here is Williamson. Back to Redick. New Orleans moving it around. Just 5 on the clock. Ball with the bucket.
Feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Bucks have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And you look at Lonzo Ball, certainly high expectations for this young man. One and done at UCLA. How about second overall pick? That's brought some undue pressure.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Ilyasova. Chris Middleton comes in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Kyle Korver. The Pelicans also changing it up. Hayes, he's checked in for Favors. And it's Josh Hart in for Ingram. Here's Connaughton. And here's Hill for 3. Floats one. Here's Antetokounmpo. Back to Connaughton. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Lopez with the bucket.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Ball, the pass to Hayes. Redick surveying the D. And there's the pass to Williamson. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Clock at 4. Hart.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Outside, Redick. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Brook Lopez. Some last season stats for him. He was around 12 points per game last year. Just over 2 blocks and 5 rebounds. And every team needs a good backup big to spell the starters, and that's what he brings to the table.
The role consists of rebounding, setting screens, protecting the rim. Anything else he gives you is found change in the couch.
The free throw drops for Redick. And both free throws good for Redick. And so he'll bring it up for the Bucks. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Here's Antetokounmpo, and good that time. Antetokounmpo's got 40 points.
That reach is just ridiculous. Giannis easily beating everybody to the ball and then sends it back.
Ball's knocked loose, and Hayes kicks to Redick. Six to shoot. Pass to Williamson. Puts it up from 12. Lopez grabs the board. Lopez has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now Ball. 10 points for him. And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last. No one had more success at the foul line last season than this group of players. Number 5 is J.J. Redick.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
Here's Hart. 5 on the clock. For the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Hart's got 7 points.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Passes to Giannis. And they double up Antetokounmpo. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for George Hill. And the Pelicans also making a change. Holiday's checked in. There's 42 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Now here's Williamson. Antetokounmpo defending. Williamson dishes to Redick. Just 5 on the clock.
J.J. doing a great job to draw the foul, wait for the contact while shooting.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Redick. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Bledsoe against Holiday. Now here's Bledsoe. Defense right on him. Just 5 to shoot. Takes the 13-footer. Drained for 2 points. Bledsoe's got 5 points now this quarter.
Now, Bledsoe's a guy, as an offensive player, you might lose sight of him, but he can have some nights. You always have to account for him.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll return shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Holiday at the 1 and Redick at the 2. And it's Hart in at the 3, the small forward. Now here is Holiday. Here's Williamson. Eric Bledsoe with the rebound. Bledsoe's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And here are the Pelicans now, following the 3 by Milwaukee. Favors finds Redick. New Orleans moving the ball around. Outside Holiday. Cans it from downtown.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Now here's Bledsoe. The dish to Middleton. Back to Bledsoe. Pass to Connaughton. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. Bounce pass, Holiday. It's Redick on the wing. Back to Holiday. Launches a 3, and again, New Orleans with the triple.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Bledsoe passes to Lopez. Bledsoe with it. Favors picks him up. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That is his first foul of the game. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. They double team Bledsoe. And Lopez throws it down.
Lopez at that size has no trouble throwing it down.
Here's Hart, defended by Middleton. Hart kicks to Holiday. Again, the Pelicans score.
Now, Drew aggressive there, right? You could see committing to that shot, looking more than happy to rise up and fire.
Bledsoe passes to Lopez. Back to Bledsoe. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And the Bucks lead by 17.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Well, he coined the name himself last season. Brent, are you willing to call Brook Lopez Splash Mountain?
I am, but I think Brook Lopez was also looking for some kind of deal so that him and his brother could get free rides for the rest of their lives.
Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Josh Hart. On defense, the Bucks. Ingram finds Redick. Here is Favors. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Brook Lopez. And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Giannis is double and stolen by Favors. Holiday with it, now guarded by Bledsoe, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Appreciate Drew Holiday getting shifty there on the inside to draw the contact.
And the first one at the line is good.
Such a terrific two-way guy. Drew Holiday isn't just an offensive powerhouse. He loves to play defense. I mean, loves it.
And the Bucks making a change here. Matthews is checked in. Both free throws good from Holiday. Bucks leading by 13. Middleton outside. Now the pass to Giannis. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. Holiday against Bledsoe. Shot clock at 6. Here's Matthews. And he can't bank that one in. Ingram passes to Favors. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, so reliable. He clearly needs to be more involved in the offense as they try to shrink this lead.
That one misses for Favors.
Well, the evolution of Brook Lopez continues as he is now a premier stretch 5. His 3-point shot continues to get better and now a huge part of his arsenal.
Now here's Williamson. Lopez covering. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Bucks. They lead by 11. It's good. Bledsoe's got 4 points this quarter. And Lopez bold enough to give himself a nickname.
Yeah, well, what was it? Splash Mountain or something like that? I guess he's earned it with the work he's put in on his outside shooting. More and more centers these days shooting the 3-ball.
Outside, Redick. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. Milwaukee leading by 10. Giannis kicks to Matthews. Bledsoe against Holiday. They double-team Bledsoe in the corner. Middleton with it. And another three for Milwaukee.
How about Middleton saying, you take that, I got some payback for you right here.
Holiday against Giannis. Over Antetokounmpo, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Matthews. Middleton against Ingram. Middleton the pass to Giannis. Lock at 6. And it's off the back rim, no good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here is Holiday. Back to Favors. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Eric Bledsoe. And that one misses. New Orleans making a switch here. Ball's checked in. And he sinks the second. Bucks leading by 12. Middleton outside. And there's Lopez. That's good on the assist by Middleton. And that's 13 points for Brook Lopez.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Outside Favors. They get a hand on it. Here's the break. Lays it in off the breakaway. Middleton's got 5 points now this quarter.
Middleton's got such a great wingspan. That comes into play on steals just like that one.
Down low. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks lead is cut down to 14 points now in the basket from Drew Holiday.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Shot's good by Middleton. Middleton's got 20 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And now the fast break. Matthews with the ball. Takes the three. Middleton can't get it to go. Pelicans trail by 16. To the paint. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 23 points in the game.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Ball against Bledsoe. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does.
Antetokounmpo going to work now. These types of shots are pretty much in his range.
Holiday against Bledsoe. From the arc. Matthews with the rebound. Bucks leading by 16. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Middleton kept working and working, did not quit on the play, and that forced the defense into a foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Middleton hits them both.
Chris Middleton has worked his way back and come a long way. The former second-round pick becoming a consistent starter in the league.
Poked away, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. J.J. Redick's checked in for New Orleans. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Bledsoe outside. Pass to Giannis. Bledsoe outside. Off target from three-point range.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Ingram against Bledsoe. Stolen by Bledsoe. The three, but they recover it.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Middleton. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Brent, the NBA not the only league with great players and great play. Talk about some of the other prominent leagues around the world. There's some terrific competition.
There's some great competition overseas in the Turkish leagues. Some very good players that play in the Russian league. There are some great players who are coming out of Australia, and we're actually seeing players now skip playing in the G League to go down to Australia to start their development and professional careers. So when we talk about the world game, Kevin, we're not joking around. It's a very real thing, and we continue to invite the best players that we can find, and they come from all over.
That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw. Milwaukee with the ball. Bledsoe passes to Lopez. Dishes to Middleton. And that one drops for him. Middleton's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Pass to Favors. Not many players now signing shorter contracts in free agency. You've talked about this a lot. Does it make it harder or easier for the super teams?
Well, I think it makes it easier because all of a sudden a star player from another team becomes available that you could latch him on to somewhere else.
Any examples you could throw out there that
I don't want to get into the specifics
okay,
of it.
I understand.
I think we've seen it over the past 3 or 4 years with some of our star guys. And
yes.
I don't fault them because they're getting smarter. Players are a lot smarter about what it is that they can do with having the very few times, Kevin, that you have a say in your career as to where it is that you're going to play. And more importantly, the potential for what it is that financially you can make.
And playing for a championship.
For a championship, for potentially the opportunity to play with somebody who you've always thought you could either elevate their play or they could elevate yours. This is not going away anytime soon.
And so Favors nails both of them. Milwaukee leading by 19. Here's Middleton. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got 10 assists here tonight. So active.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Now, here's Ball. They get it back.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Timeout called, the Bucks.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Inside, makes it off the glass. Giannis has got 44.
Well, Giannis scores inside, one of the best in the business at getting his feet wet in the paint, and a strong feel for the attack that time.
Now here's Williamson. Here's a garbage time question, Brent. Why do some teams leave their star players in the game even though the game has either been won or lost?
Forgetful coaches?
No, it can't be.
Well, I don't know if...
if you're leading by 35 points late in the game.
And the star player is still in the game. Somebody's made a mistake with regards to the rotations. I mean, quite frankly, there's really no reason for guys to be out there at that time. Early on in the season, it might be that the coach wants to start and play with certain guys, but as the season goes on, you just got to see that.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Free throw good. Giannis. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Robin Lopez is checked in for Lopez. DJ Wilson comes in for Chris Middleton. Sterling Brown, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Eric Bledsoe. And he makes both free throws. 1:15 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bucks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Just a force on the glass, did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
And here are the Pelicans now. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Moore right side. There's the pass to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls it up. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Eric Bledsoe. Eric, a strong performance tonight. What's been the difference?
We're getting out in transition, trying to get defensive stops, and everybody's just playing their game.
And it showed tonight, Eric. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long.